Today I'm featuring 3 area parks that I like to walk in. The first is Oaks Creek in Fairborn, Ohio. It's very small, probably less than 10 minutes walk. And then there's Pearl Spin off Byron Road, also in Fairborn, Ohio, and Oaks Quarry Park off 235 in Fairborn, Ohio. Pearl Spin and Oaks Quarry are actually connected. You can walk to both of them if you park at one or the other. So this is Pearl Spin. Of course it's early, so it's not in full bloom, summer bloom yet, but there are quite a bit of spring flowers. And it's really small, but it's beautiful. It's been one of the newest bins in the area. Come on, Bubba. Leo, stay on the boardwalk. Come on. Come on. Yeah. And so this was private land, and I believe the lady's name was Pearl, fitting. So they cleared it out. We're going this way this time, guys. We're going to go opposite of what we did last time. Come on. So they cleared it out of all the unnative growth, which is, as everybody knows who does native plantings, is always a work in progress. And it is just beautiful when it's in full bloom. And it's pretty. The sunset here is just stunning. But like I said, it's really small. It's got a boardwalk that goes, as all the fins do. All the fins are boardwalks, and they're, I don't know if the Spotted Turtle Trail is completed yet. I think it is, but it connects all the fins in the area, which is pretty cool. We walked a little bit of it not too long ago, but the fins are all very, very diverse, very beautiful. I'm glad they saved that part of our natural wetlands because they're needed. Stay on the bridge and keep going. And come on the boardwalk. Don't get off. Come on. And the dogs have walked on. Come on, let's go. Do you need some water, buddy? Come here, let me get you some water. I think the dogs are done. Before we came to here, we went to a littler park called Oaks Creek that they've just started mowing, and they just put a parking lot in there. We've walked it before they put the parking lot in, but it's really tiny. And I believe it is a wetland. Not very big, but pretty nonetheless. So we walked there. I think I measured it at just under a half mile if you zigzag all the trails. So anyway, so here's the fin. It's quite beautiful, and like I said, the dogs are pretty accustomed to walking on boardwalks now. Sometimes Potter gets a little leery this way if the boards aren't too close together, but for the most part they know to stay on the boardwalk and not to get down into the muck, or else that means they get baths when they get home, and they don't really like that. So they've learned. TT does really good on the boardwalks too. So, like I said, they've been on them enough. They are pretty accustomed to navigating them. Come on, keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Good boy. Rock and roll. Let's get back to the truck. Almost here. I see it. Oh, there's a pretty butterfly. I think that was oh yeah, it's a swallowtail. Off he goes. Oh, I almost fell off the boardwalk. I should pay attention. Dogs are good about staying on it. Me, not so much. I wander. I tend to walk where my eyes look, so I have to be careful. Stay up here until we get off. Come on. Good boys. And there we go. There's Old Faithful in the parking lot. That is our 2000 Toyota Tundra. When we bought it, it was the most expensive vehicle I think I ever purchased way back when. but it has served us well. We do baby it, but it's a good truck. She's showing her age, but she's still a good truck. She only got 145,000 miles on her, I think. So she's got a lot of life left in her. But, okay. Here we go. Out walking at the Pearls Fin and the Rock Quarry. Just outside of Beaver Heights. I think this is technically Beaver Creek. Maybe Fairborn. But it's so pretty out here. And quiet. Even though we're right next to everything. And the dogs like it. Oh, that tree's creaking. Oh, they're barely hanging on. Dogs already got muddy. They've already been in the creek. Sunk a little bit. I didn't realize it was that muddy, or we probably wouldn't have went in it. But it's just beautiful here. And it's basically in our backyard. So, what more can you ask for? Yeah. Yep. It's part of, on the other side there's a big rock quarry. And you can find fossils from when it was once the ocean floor. It's called Oaks Quarry Park in Fairborn. It's a pretty cool place. I think it used to be part of CMEX or CMAX. Can't really remember how it was pronounced, but it's weird. It's like you're on a whole different area of the world. I don't know if we'll make it to the stone quarry because I think we went the opposite direction of it today, but anyway, we're walking in the woods. It's a little bit hot out today, so yeah, just kind of enjoy the scenery. Okay. Keep walking. Potter gets on the trail of something and his beagle comes out. Potter is a weird mix. Potter is a Beagle American Eskimo mix. He was a rescue. They DNA'd the litter of pups at the rescue, and that's what it came back as. All of his other litter mates were pure white, no color. Potter was the only one who had any color. And he does have a mask like a beagle. Hey, where you at, boy? Come on. Come here, Leo. Come on, Pot. Wait for me. Good boys. And then Leo, he was actually born at a rescue. Potter's litter of pups was rescued from a junkyard. But Leo was born at the rescue. And he was a boxer husky mix. So we've never had anything but mutts. And try to rescue when we can. But I think at the most we've ever had was 4 dogs. And I think 4 dogs was our limit. I think 2 is a good ratio for us at this point in our lives. And then we have a cat too, but I didn't bring the cat today because I'm solo. So since Keith were with us, I would have brought her along, but it's just hard to handle all 3 of them by yourself sometimes. And then I just end up getting aggravated and nobody has a good day. So this way everybody stays happy, relatively. Oh, there you go. Maybe you got a clean spot to walk in now. See if you can get those feet rinsed off. Good boy. Go see. Go this. Yeah. Well, come on. Go on. Go this way. Go see. No, it looks kind of muddy there. You'll probably sink there too. See. Nah, come on. That's just muddy too. Come on. We'll find another spot. we cross the creek here again at some point, so come on. Good boys. Hey, don't get too far ahead. Come on. You stay back here with me. Hey. Hey, don't go around that corner. Wait. Potter? I said wait. Leo? I said wait. What? Are you waiting? You are not waiting. See, well, we're waiting for us. Let's not pretend like we're well trained or anything. They listen pretty good when they think they're going to be in trouble. But that's about it. They think they can get away with something. Oh my gosh, it smells so good through here. I have no idea what that smell was. Oh, scared me. Heard something clicking. It's my keys. Sorry about that. Okay, well, there we go. Getting into the sunny area. I think we're good. Okay. Here we go. That on path. And to little hiker. Stay up here, Pot. That's not a trail. Pot. Potter. Come on. Says, well. Oh, I hear running water down there, Potter. Maybe you can get your feet washed off. Muddy boy. Maybe not. Come on. Good boys. There you go. Come on, Leo. Why don't you walk in the water too? Get your feet washed off a bit. Get a cool drink. Somebody's shirt. Kids hang out here a lot. Unfortunately, there's more and more teenage activity that you can see with graffiti painted on the rocks and stuff, which is kind of sad, but kids. Secluded area, perfect place for them to cause mischief. I guess I was a teenager once too, but I don't really understand. I get the hanging out in secluded areas. I don't get the graffiti and the destructiveness. We were never destructive. We weren't exactly good children, but we weren't into the graffiti and tearing stuff up. I never really understood that. I didn't hang out with people who didn't understand that either. I mean, typically if we were out by ourselves, this way, Bubba, in a somewhat secluded area, we would not want to draw attention to ourselves, because the last thing we want to do is for some authority figures to show up and boot us out. So, anyway, just a different mindset. I'm not saying kids weren't like that back in my day. We had plenty of kids that were, but I didn't understand it then. I certainly don't understand it now. I think, you can hang out and have a good time without destroying things. And it just ruins it for everybody else. So this is the Quarry Park. So we'll be coming up to it. It's just really weird. It's just an abandoned rock quarry that they turned over, and the city made it into a park. And like I said, it's just such an odd feeling when you walk up into this barren landscape. But there are definitely there's a place up here where you can go and find fossils. I usually go look when I come, but I found one or two, but nothing too exciting. I'd like to find a really cool one once, but so yeah. So since we're in Ohio, this was once an ocean. The glaciers came through this area, so I have a lot of history geologically, and said it's actually an interesting place. I think sometimes Ohio is underrated on its beauty and diverseness. So, of course, usually these lakes are muddy too, and they're that stagnant, stinky mud. So, hopefully, I won't let them go in too far, but hopefully they'll get rinsed off a little bit from the muddy creek. There you go, buddies. Good boys. Okay, not too far. Come on, Pot. Come on. Come this way. Come. Come. Okay. Good boys. Got some people coming. Families now. Bit of a thing. Graffiti. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, bit of a walk to get them rinsed off, but they're rinsed off now. So, we gotta make our way back to the car. Okay. Usually I see killdeer up here running around protecting their nest, but didn't see any killdeer today. But that could be because the dog scared them away before I got to them, or the people, or maybe we just didn't happen across. I didn't walk very far, so maybe that was all. Just really let the dogs get rinsed off. Okay. Okay, so we're getting about ready to leave the foresty area. But we're going to be coming up to one of my favorite spots. I thought I'd maybe film a little bit of it. I got the dogs on their leashes. Since the creek's right over there. And they're basically not muddy at the moment, so I was hoping to keep them that way. Because where there'd be water, there would be Potter. That is a fact. Come on. And there's little squirrels running around, so he's pretty good about not chasing them, but he is a dog, so occasionally he lays out and runs after them. So anyway, this is my favorite spot here. Oh, it looks like a tree fell down. Broke up some of the shade, but which is a weird favorite spot probably, but it's the rock. I just think that's the coolest thing. And usually it's covered in moss. And I do love moss. But looks like someone's built a little fire pit there. And made a little fire pit sitting area, so I'm guessing, again, teenagers probably hang out here, which is good, as long as they're not being too destructive. But normally that rock is completely covered in moss, and it's just a cool little spot. But at least for me, like I said, I happen to love moss, so it's just one of those things that for some reason I seem to be attracted to moss and decaying trees, so I don't know. I guess it's all part of nature. And it just always amazes me how creative Mother Nature can be. So anyway, getting ready to get to the sunny part here, out of the woods. I'm gonna put it on pause